Managing personal finances can often feel like navigating a complex maze. With so many options, strategies, and advice out there, it's easy to get lost or make costly mistakes. I know this from experience. There was a time when I was overwhelmed by debt, living paycheck to paycheck and unsure of how to build a secure financial future. Fortunately, through trial and error, I learned valuable lessons about common pitfalls to avoid. In this guide, I will share 5 critical personal finance pitfalls to sidestep, helping you take control of your financial destiny. By the end of this journey, you'll be equipped with practical insights to secure your financial future. At number 5, failing to create a budget is a major pitfall many people overlook. I can vividly recall the days when I would swipe my debit card without a second thought, blissfully unaware of where my money was going. I would check my bank account only to find that I had spent far more than I intended on dining out, entertainment, and other non-essential items. This reckless spending led me to a financial crisis that took years to recover from. Creating a budget is crucial because it gives you a clear picture of your income and expenses. It's like a roadmap that helps you navigate your financial journey. When I finally sat down to create a budget, I was shocked to see how much I was spending on things I didn't need. I realized that budgeting isn't just about restricting yourself, it's about prioritizing your financial goals. To start, I began by tracking all my expenses for a month. I recorded everything, from groceries to subscriptions to impulse buys. After a month, I categorized my expenses into fixed and variable costs. Fixed costs are the essentials like rent, utilities, and insurance that don't change, while variable costs include things like entertainment and dining out, which can fluctuate. By analyzing my spending habits, I was able to identify areas where I could cut back. Once I had a clear understanding of my spending patterns, I set specific financial goals, such as saving for an emergency fund, paying off credit card debt, and eventually saving for a home. I allocated a certain percentage of my income to each goal and ensured my spending aligned with my priorities. Creating a budget helped me take control of my finances, enabling me to make informed decisions about where to allocate my resources. Coming in at number 4, relying too heavily on credit cards can lead to significant financial trouble. I once fell into the trap of using credit cards as if they were an extension of my income. The convenience of swiping my card made it easy to make purchases without considering the long-term consequences. I thought I was managing my finances well until the monthly statements began rolling in, revealing a shocking balance that was far beyond what I could afford to pay off. Credit cards can be useful tools for building credit and earning rewards, but they can quickly become a burden if not managed properly. I learned the hard way that carrying a balance from month to month incurs interest, making my purchases significantly more expensive over time. The key to using credit cards responsibly is to treat them like a debit card. If I couldn't afford to pay for something outright, I learned to reconsider the purchase. To avoid the pitfalls of credit card debt, I made a commitment to pay off my balance in full each month. I also set up alerts on my cards to remind me of due dates, ensuring I never missed a payment. By using my credit card only for essential purchases and paying off the balance immediately, I was able to build my credit score without incurring debt. At number 3, neglecting to save for emergencies is a common mistake that can leave you vulnerable during unexpected situations. I learned this lesson the hard way when my car broke down unexpectedly, and I had no savings to cover the repair costs. I found myself scrambling to find funds, and in the end, I had to rely on credit cards, which only deepened my financial woes. Building an emergency fund is crucial for financial stability. I made it a priority to set aside at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate savings account. This safety net would provide peace of mind, knowing I could handle unforeseen expenses without resorting to debt. To kickstart my emergency fund, I began by setting a small, achievable goal. I committed to saving a specific amount each month, even if it was just a little. I also looked for ways to increase my income, such as taking on freelance work or selling items I no longer needed. The additional funds went directly into my emergency savings. Over time, I watched my savings grow, which not only provided financial security, but also boosted my confidence in handling life's uncertainties. Having that cushion allowed me to face unexpected expenses without fear and ensured I would not fall back into the cycle of debt. Coming in at number 2, ignoring retirement savings is a pitfall that far too many people overlook. I used to think that retirement was far off, something I could worry about later. I prioritized immediate needs and wants, neglecting to contribute to a retirement account. It wasn't until I attended a financial seminar that I realized how crucial it is to start saving for retirement as early as possible. Time is a powerful ally when it comes to building wealth, thanks to compound interest. The earlier you start saving, the more your money can grow. I began to understand that even small contributions to a retirement account could add up significantly over time. I set up automatic contributions to my employer-sponsored 401k plan, taking advantage of any employer match available. This was essentially free money that would help me build my retirement savings faster. In addition to my 401k, I opened a traditional IRA to further boost my retirement savings. I made it a point to educate myself about different investment options, understanding the importance of diversifying my portfolio. As I learned about the power of compound interest, I became more motivated to save. Knowing that my future self would thank me for my efforts made it easier to prioritize retirement savings. Finally, at number 1, failing to educate yourself about personal finance can have dire consequences. In the past, I relied on others to manage my finances, thinking I didn't have the time or expertise to understand the complexities of money management. This lack of knowledge led me to make uninformed decisions that negatively impacted my financial well-being. Taking the initiative to educate myself was a game changer. I began reading books, attending workshops, and consuming content on personal finance topics, from budgeting to investing to debt management. One of the best resources I found was online courses, which provided structured learning and practical strategies I could implement immediately. I also followed finance podcasts and YouTube channels that discussed various topics in an engaging way, making it easy to learn while I was on the go. As I gained knowledge, I felt empowered to take control of my financial decisions. I learned to ask questions and seek advice from trusted sources, ensuring I was well informed before making any financial commitments. Educating myself about personal finance not only improved my financial literacy, but also instilled a sense of confidence in my ability to navigate my financial journey. I became proactive in seeking out new information, staying up to date with trends and changes in the financial world. This continuous learning mindset has been invaluable in helping me sidestep pitfalls and make sound financial choices. In conclusion, avoiding these 5 personal finance pitfalls has transformed my relationship with money. By creating a budget, managing credit responsibly, saving for emergencies, prioritizing retirement, and educating myself about personal finance, I've gained control over my financial future. I encourage you to take these lessons to heart and reflect on your own financial habits. Are there areas where you can improve? What steps can you take to secure your financial future? Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Start small and gradually implement these strategies into your life. You have the power to transform your financial destiny. If you found these insights helpful, consider subscribing for more tips and resources on personal finance. Together, we can navigate the world of finance and work toward achieving our financial goals. Your journey to financial freedom starts today. Your journey to a